I hope a lot more have to join, but we will start on time. About Cambium networks, we actually in 2011 carved out of Motorola Solutions for point-to-point as well as point-to-multipoint portfolio. Became an independent company since 2011. We inherited the R&D engineering, the labs, designing team as well with us. Till today, it's more than 4.5 million nodes deployed all around the world, over 150 countries. We have the local presence in more than 25 countries. The products includes starting from 900 megahertz till 30 gigahertz, including the licensed frequency band as well as the unlicensed. Since the beginning, as an independent company, we try to improve the old products of canopy area and brought a lot of new products with high throughput and features. This is our management team headed by Mr. Atul Bhatnagar. He is the CEO of the company. And I will just go ahead with the next slides. So these are the values for the Cambium, where we believe in growth and profitability, not only for us, for the partner distributor and the customer. We have a very well organized global team which will work together to provide a solution, a design in a cost effective manner with feature rich capabilities. We have always in innovation, we have a dedicated R&D division for bringing the products as per the market request, and we have the commitments which will be truly to make to the customers or partners and respect our commitment and develop our people to serve our community. These are some of the key vertical markets where we have already there deployed and still trying to have growth in these verticals. Whether it's service providers, we are already present in this with our latest line of products. Within, you don't believe me, within 6 months of period, we have brought a lot of products, released new products with new features, new ruggedized and enclosures and all. In industrial communications, we are there in oil and gas, mining, chemical establishments. In the enterprise, we are there in education, healthcare, hospitality, in schools, campus-wide networks for the public safety, rural connect, video surveillance, city surveillance, some of the government projects. In the defense area, they are in military, border protection, emergency services, and national safety. You have a chat window where you can type your questions so that I can answer in a periodical manner while completing this presentation as well. These are some of the customers, especially if we take in Indian context, we are there in big telecom operators like Airtel, Reliance, and Tata Communications. In enterprises, in energy sectors, we are there in CARE and a lot of city surveillance projects. as well as Gujarat, Swan, Sikkim, Tripura. They're already there in some of the government projects for the large procurement of our devices and deployment. The global presence, this is the picture where we have already there in UK, US, and India as the three headquarters and engineering departments, as well as we have several offices in more than 25 countries, regional offices. So we just starting the portfolio now. Information like we say that starting from, let's say for the Wi-Fi products, it starts from 1 meter up to 200 kilometer. We have a world record of connecting a single hop of 245 kilometers using one of our high-end point-to-point product, which is called as PTP 650, and we tested with video data and voice over the same link. We got around 30 Mbps in a single hop of 245 kilometers. You can even refer the same in YouTube as well. For the distribution access point, we have multiple products called ePMP as well as PMP 450. And the wireless at the end, we have Wi-Fi devices. To manage all those things, we have network management solutions starting from cloud as well as the wireless manager and Cambium network systems. We have also link planner to have the idea of expected throughput, RSS, and all before preparing the proposal. You can include these information to the customer so that he will have a good idea of the performance of the links before ordering. About PMP 450 overview, the PMP 450 is an industrial grade product for point to multi-point. It supports near line of sight, and non-line of sight with 125 Mbps in 20 megahertz channel bandwidth. It can support up to 64 kilometers. Can support 238 remote modules, CPs. Quality of service and the latency is 3 to 5 milliseconds. Remote modules have different types of passive antennas which will be fixed to the integrated radio without having any cables and all, which is called as clip and dish. This can increase the antenna gain up to 23 dBi. This was available in multiple frequency bands starting from 2.4 up to 5.8 gigahertz. These are all power over Ethernet, and the throughput I am referring here in for all the products are aggregate throughput, which is half of this. The management system for the PMP 450 is wireless manager. It's flexible for inventory, software upgrades, multiple software upgrades, and managing. The ePMP is the low cost radio for low ARPU areas, rural areas, the low budget projects. This supports OFDM MIMO and 200 Mbps in 40 megahertz channel bandwidth. If you compare PMP 450, ePMP, PMP 450 has a good spectral efficiency compared to ePMP. This has some multiple antenna options of 90 or 120 degrees. Same quality of service, but the latency starts from 6 milliseconds for point to multi-point and 2 milliseconds for point to point. This radio works in both topologies, point as well as point to multipoint. This has different models, like for the base station it is GPS synchronized, and for the CPs are at the base station where you need only one radio as the access point, like the base station. You can have unsynchronized radio as well. This comes in integrated module as well as connectorized, as well as integrated with a high gain dish antenna. This supports 2.4 gigahertz, and which is a different hardware, 5.1 to 5.8 gigahertz. These are all PoE, power over Ethernet, with AC or DC power source options. These all radio supports adaptive modulations. There is no fixed data rate to be fixed. Based on the environment, it automatically shifts the modulation to provide good performance in noise areas. You can have asymmetric ratios to set, which will be useful in video surveillance applications, where uplink can be more than the downlink. These are all can be managed through HTTP. There is no separate software for the management. But for the centralized, we have different management systems called as CNS or the cloud management. PTP 650 is the high-end product which can support up to 450 Mbps throughput in 45 megahertz. This radio has the high spectral efficiency compared to any other radio on the market, which is 10 bits per hertz. Let's say like 45 megahertz is 50 Mbps, 10 megahertz is 100 Mbps. So this is how 45 megahertz is 450 Mbps. This can support, means as I mentioned, they have tested this radio to cover 245 kilometers in 1 hour. The range is very good. And the 8 level of quality of service with 1 to 3 milliseconds of latency. This is a wide band starting from 4.9 up to 6 gigahertz. Power over Ethernet with AC and DC options. We have 1588 version 2 plus sync key support for this radios. Dual stack management for IPv4 and v6. Optional 128 or 256-bit encryption. As I said, in ePMP as well as PMP 450, we have a 128-bit AES encryption. Here, in the PTP 650 is feature-rich compared to other product. This has a dynamic spectrum optimization, which will always scanning the environment for the best good quality channels, frequency channels, and automatically switch over. And this can be seen with the spectrum analysis tool available, which can be seen always, means in the real time. This will not affect the service which the radio is already providing. PTP 650 includes the unlicensed frequency band, which is 5.8 gigahertz for India. But the product covers covering 4.9 till 6 gigahertz. But for the India regulations, we support 5.825 till 5.875. And link planning tool is available for all the products. We can have spatial diverse in antenna deployment so that we can mitigate reflective and multipath. These are all PTP 650 is IP66 and IP67 compliant. This is PTP 650S. S refers to small cell backhaul a small form factor. Actually, this device was invented to cater the telecom operators where they are finding it difficult to backhaul the small cell where they deploy in the seat level to cover large users like apartments or market areas with the non-line of sight scenarios. This can support up 2 kilometers non-line of sight. It has almost all the features of PTP's normal 650 radio. And this is the licensed microwave starting from 7 gigahertz up to 38 gigahertz. Can provide 1.2 Gbps maximum bandwidth in 80 megahertz channel bandwidth. It supports full indoor, outdoor, dual core, multi-core, Ethernet to C1 as well. This is pure licensed band radios. About PMP 450 update, this is the new product called PMP 450D, which has integrated 25 dBi dish. Can work with the existing power supply where you use for PMP 450. It is very easy to assemble and deploy, can reduce the total cost of ownership. PMP 450i and PTP 450i with integrated patch panel antenna supports starting from 4.9 up to 5.9 gigahertz multiband. This supports dynamic interference filtering. I have a slide soon about the dynamic interference filtering. This has increased transmit power compared to PMP 450 and better receiver sensitivity. FPGA platform allows us to have feature-rich future software-driven improvements to be included in the radio without changing any hardware and all. Processing power is more compared to PMP 450. This is the next generation of PMP 450 as well as PTP 450. This is compliant for IP66 and 67. It looks similar to PTP 450, but the positioning is between PTP 650 and PMP 450. It's all metal, ruggedized, has the optional ATEX and HAZLOC certifications for chemical establishments or oil and gas. It supports a new power scheme for H2.380 as well as has an auxiliary port with POE output, which can be used to connect the third-party camera or other equipments. This is about the dynamic interference filtering, where if you consider this is the spectrum and you choose a clean channel here where the noise is less. And let's say this is the selected channel based on the clean environment. In the traditional way, the static filters are there way ahead of the selected channel. But the noise coming from adjacent channels will impact the radio for low performance, low throughput. In the Cambium's dynamic filtering, we have a filter which covers the adjacent channels as well, which will obviously improve the performance of the link. And the advantage is this is a dynamic filter, it's not a static filter. Okay, whenever I change the channel, Like let's say if I don't want to work in this channel and I change to some other channel, the dynamic filter will automatically shifts based on the selected channel. So that even if you change the frequency channel, it will not affect your performance. This is PMP 450i high gain directional subscriber module. This has 23 dBi of gain in the antenna, 11-degree azimuth and elevation. Very compact design, easy alignment and installation with multiple brackets, which can be used to align the radio. This is also ruggedized IP66, 67. This is again the same with the connectorized option, where you have a third-party antenna can be deployed with this radio. This dual antenna ports available in this. Same mounting points as 450 AP. So you can easily replace this radio with the PMP 450. This is an integrated 90-degree sectoral antenna, which has 16 dBi gain, very easy to install, less space required for mounting this compared to the traditional sectoral antennas, which will be lengthier. But here it will not be suitable for front-to-back isolation, because in PMP 450 as well as ePMP, we reuse the frequency with the help of GPS information, especially which will be very much necessity in Indian conditions. Like as per the Indian regulations, we cannot use more than 50 megahertz under unlicensed frequency band. If we have 4 sectors in one tower to cover 360-degree with 90-degree sectoral antenna in one AP, we have to have 4 frequency bands. Let's say for 20 megahertz each, we should have at least 80 megahertz without any guard band. Means if we have to have a guard band, then it will be 40 megahertz more. That is 120 megahertz we require to cover 360 degrees. But here, with the use of GPS information, we can have only 2 frequencies to work for 4 sectors to cover 360 degrees. Means with 40 megahertz channel bandwidth, I can operate 4 sectors drawing around 500 Mbps, right, per base station. Yeah, PMP 450i is explosion proof. That's why ATEX and HAZLOCs come into the picture. If you have ATEX or HAZLOC certification, then you are welcome to reach oil and gas or chemical establishments. This certificate is the proof that this radio will not explode in the case of fire in the environment or something. Okay. And this is PMP 450 high in 900 megahertz. Starting from 902 up to 928 megahertz. This is a licensed band. I don't think in the Indian market it has the relevance. But still, this is H2.380 PoE compatible, 56 volt DC. SM has 30 volt DC power. It has the same architecture of PMP 450i. Good spectral efficiency, GPS timing, co-location of old PMP 900 megahertz products. This has multiple channel bandwidth starting from 5, 7, and 10 megahertz. It can provide up to 40 plus Mbps per sector in the plane spectrum. And the sub 6 gigahertz PTP, we have PTP 450i, which is 4.9 to 5.9 gigahertz. This is a point-to-point radio with inbuilt high gain antenna. This is IP66 and 67 compliant. It's 4R380 POI compliant. POI output for direct connection of third-party devices like camera or Wi-Fi access points. This has good packet processing capacity up to 75K. This is not at present, but it will be sooner implemented in the radio. At present, it supports around 40K PPS. As I said, these are all FPGA chipsets, so we can easily increase the PPS with the software itself. It will be, at present, it has 5, 10, and 20 megahertz channel bandwidth, but has the scope of 30 megahertz as well as 40 megahertz, which will be released in the future software releases. At present, it has only 20 megahertz, up to 20 megahertz channel bandwidth. This is PTP 700. This is useful for the wider frequency band requirement. This supports starting from 4.4 up to 6 gigahertz. 4.4 is the defense band. If anybody working in the defense area, this will be a useful product to pitch there. This also supports 450 Mbps with the same like PTP 650. With several channel bandwidth options starting from 5 to 45 megahertz, same latency 1 to 3 milliseconds, 10 bits per hertz, spectral efficiency, and this can work in point-to-point as well as high-capacity multi-point. Okay. PTP 450i, PMP 450i can be compatible with each other. You can have PTP 450i as the CPU to PMP 450i, which is point-to-point as well as point-to-multi-point. Your inventory will be easy. You don't need to look for the same product in case of replacement. PTP 700 has also the dynamic spectrum optimization feature, cost adaptive modulation, dual stack management of V4 and V6, jumbo frame support. It can support up to 9,600 bytes, which is nowhere in the market. It also helps the telecom operators to work in 1588 version 2 and SYNC. Supports AS 256 bit encryption, and also has the certification of MIL standard for the defense. Sorry. Supports SNMP v3, HTTPS, quality of service of 8 levels, 8 queues. It has SFP port for fiber termination, available in integrated as well as connectorized options. And about the ePMP, as I informed you that it's a low-cost product for point-to-point as well as point-to-multi-point. This is a new product called Force 200, which has the radio inbuilt in the feed-on itself. Supports 25 dBi. It's available in 2.4 as well as 5 gigahertz. Easy to install. It's an integrated design, so even you can have optional radome wherever necessary to protect from snow, fog. And this is another one called Force 180. This is the next generation of integrated ePMP, which had 13 dBi gain earlier with two fast Ethernet ports. Now Force 180 will replace that product with more gain, more 16 dBi gain plus gigabit port, which will increase the range compared to the integrated SM subscriber module earlier one with the same commercial. So there is no change in the price. It's the same price. And with the release of 2.5 software release, we can have co-location of the canopy radios with ePMP. PMP 100 is the canopy radios older product, which can have compatibility with this ePMP. And this has the option of Wi-Fi AP mode, where third-party APs or CPs can be connected to this using the Wi-Fi standards of 11ABG and supports WPA2 security radius authentication standard Wi-Fi quality of service if you try to connect with the third-party AP of any make, any brand. But the only restriction is ePMP tools cannot be supported with the Wi-Fi standard like link test, heat detect, ACS, and E-align. TTP solutions differentiation is the high performance. Means if you take TTP 650 or TTP 700, this is the high bandwidth of 450 Mbps with very high spectral efficiency. You are not even losing the channels for less throughput. Dynamic spectrum optimization will automatically switches to the clearest channel. You don't need to do anything. It automatically scans 24 hours and finds the best channel and switch over it to that without affecting the traffic, running active traffic or active service. We support this IOFDM, intelligent orthogonal frequency division multiplexing, to get mitigation with the interference and signal fading. Adaptive modulation provides a maximum performance, maximum throughput with the highest quality based on the environmental changes with the noise level. And the link planner tool provides a detailed graphical representation of the link path with BOQ as well as the planning report, so that you can submit to the customer as a proposal. This interference mitigation, as I informed you earlier, the radio will always try to scan the environment to know the best frequency channels. We can have different frequency for TX as well as RX in PTP 650 and 700. Let's say site A has good quality in one frequency, but site 2 has problem with the same frequency. In that scenario, we have F1 frequency 1 in site A and frequency 2 in site B, so that the performance is not compromised. Using two different frequency channels for TX and RX, we can get a more throughput, more performance, stable link, reliable link. This will also support the TDD synchronization for co-located radios, where you have multiple radios working from the same tower, and you can synchronize all radios so that there will be no mutual interference. I'll just try to see if there is any questions here. It's okay. Yeah, explosion proof that I answered already. Does it have a 2A 2B gas flow? I just need to. I am not so deep knowledgeable on 2A 2B. I think it is supported, but we can have an offline conversation on that so that I can confirm you if it is supported or not. I hope it is supported. Okay. This is what in the graphical manner we are showing what happens if we don't use TDD synchronization. Multiple radios transmit at their own time, receive at their own time, which will have self-interference among those radios. So if you have synchronized TDD with GPS sync, we can transmit all the co-located radios at the same time and receive at the same time, so that there will be no mutual interference, which will make good performance of all the links with the highest throughput. This is the dynamic spectrum optimization, where the radio will continuously monitor all channels, automatically does the good quality channel selection, avoids interference, and moreover, this will not be affected on your active service. Means if you are already pumping traffic over the link, this channel change or the spectrum analysis will not harm your active service. Okay. Now we are coming to the Wi-Fi solutions, where we have products on Wi-Fi as well as the management through cloud. Sorry. These are the vision of the Cambium is to provide a cloud managed product which is affordable, scalable, quick to deploy, and easy to operate. Okay, it's a zero configuration. You just send the product to the site, and later you can configure through cloud. It's not only for Wi-Fi, it's end-to-end solutions, starting from point-to-point backhaul, then point-to-multi-point access applications, then the Wi-Fi. This is the Wi-Fi portfolio for home and small business, which is called as R200 or R201 with 11AC and 11N. Then E400 is for enterprise indoor use with 11AC dual band, and hotspot, it's again an outdoor unit but with 11N single band. Then you can have E500, which is 11AC outdoor product, which is dual band plus IP67 compliant. Okay. You have the option of cloud Wi-Fi management, or you can have a local on-premise controller. You can install it in your premises and manage the devices. This is a package like Wi-Fi solutions is cnPilot, and cnMaestro is the network management tool, cloud-based or not-based, which will manage all the devices starting from point to point till the end Wi-Fi. Some of the use cases I try to represent here, where we have ePMP as well as point to PMP 450 for point to multi-point topologies to residential applications or campus connectivity, apartments or office buildings for using point to point 650s, which may require high throughput capacity. This all can be customized. The configurations can be made according to your requirement based on the application you deploy these radios. The supports anyway for video surveillance, conference, online gaming, and you can have asymmetrical ratios, which will help you to utilize the total bandwidth available from the link in a better manner. This is for the integrated voice services, where you have multiple apartment residents connecting to a single CPE through ePMP or PMP 450. Then the access backhaul can be using PTP 450i or PTP 650 to aggregate all those data to a central management system or central monitoring system. These products support triple play services, where video, voice, and data can be transported at the same time without having any issues. And all these products have a quality of service where you can prioritize voice or video based on your requirement, so that even in interfered scenario, the priority will take care of the critical applications. For the carrier Wi-Fi services, where you have hotspot everywhere in the residential or in the enterprises, or even the citywide Wi-Fi coverage, you can use ePMP or PMP 450 to backhaul those Wi-Fi hotspots, which is a dedicated backhaul. Means there is a confusion like, can we do with the mesh or dedicated bandwidth? Dedicated bandwidth is always better. It's not dependent upon anything. You will get a dedicated bandwidth to each Wi-Fi hotspot, providing greater reliability as well as good throughput. We also support mesh, but we support for one half mesh. This for the DSLAM backhaul, where you can connect PTP 650, can eliminate HDSL foreign crosstalk issues when copper is used for backhaul. By replacing copper, you can have a PTP 650 wireless link. It can increase the capacity of DSL up to 100 plus Mbps because the backhaul supports more than that. There's no trenching required to have fiber, and this can be deployed within hours, even for the campuses or residential places, enterprises anyway. There's the macro cell backhaul, where 2G, 3G, or 4G and LTE to extend the mobile services with using wireless backhaul, maybe as a temporary, so that they should not lose their customers. Later, when the OFC comes there, they can terminate it and use the same product somewhere else where they require. It is very quick and easy to deploy with higher throughput. This is small cell backhaul, where The radio can work in non-line of sight also through reflections. It's not non-line of sight is nothing but through reflections you get the signal, but the loss will be there. This is very useful where the telecom operators have a small cell in the street levels to cover larger users. But for the backhaul, they cannot have fiber, they cannot get the permission for the trenching and all. That's why they use non-line of sight radios to backhaul those small cells. For the video surveillance, you have the option of asymmetrical TX ratios where you can configure more uplink for the video cameras so that you can utilize the total bandwidth in a very reliable manner. For the high security location monitoring like airports, police, and you can have point-to-point links with good AES encryption up to 256-bit encryption. And all these radios are proprietary protocol. It uses proprietary protocol. Nobody can scan. Like in the Wi-Fi, you can use a third-party tool and scan the SSID. You can know what is the frequency channel they are working, what is the SNR. And, this is not possible with respect to point-to-point and point-to-multipoint products because of our own air protocol, proprietary air protocol. Others for infrastructure backup, where you have backup connectivity services. Even if you have OFC, you can have a wireless connectivity as a secondary option. When OFC has some issues or some cut, then you can have the ready link available through wireless so that the service is not affected. Especially for SLA and all. Copper theft, fiber cut, it takes time. So till that time, wireless can provide the service. This for the broadband extension where in the remote place they may be having VSAT connectivity, and from there they can extend their coverage using wireless connectivities, whether it is point-to-point or point-to-multipoint, which is especially in very remote areas where you don't have any service of the operators to provide internet or voice or video, whatever. It can also replace VSAT if you think of having a private network. VSAT is very huge. It has very huge recurring expenses as well as capex. And these links can be worked in unlicensed frequency band, which will obviously avoid the recurring expenses, one-time cost. You are the owner of the product. The management is very simple. Whether if you want to install in the, if you want to invest in the infrastructure, then you can have your own network operating center to monitor the links. Otherwise, it's a cloud managed solutions for monitoring, where you don't need to invest any infrastructure, and the cloud will take care of. You can access it from anywhere, so that you will always be monitoring your network. This is where we position our Wi-Fi in the service provider market. Enterprises plus Wi-Fi. Within that, we have service provider where they obviously require zero touch employment, very easy to manage, and it can be scalable due to when you grow, you can increase your investment if you have now controlled management system. Otherwise, cloud will help you without any headache on infrastructures and all. It's very quick, reliable. The capex is very low compared to other things like OFC and all. There's the differentiation of Cambium's Wi-Fi where you have frictionless deployment. That means you don't need to configure anything. It's auto configuration from the server itself. You just need to send the technician to power up that device, Wi-Fi device, and he will connect to the network. The device will automatically get the required configuration and software from the cloud server. So you avoid the technical people there in the customer premises. Uh, it avoids the trenches, the scalable. Whenever you have good growth, then you can easily have expansion in your infrastructure. Cloud management is very simple, very easy. It supports end-to-end devices starting from point to point, point to multi-point on Wi-Fi. Very quick troubleshooting options available. We have strong global 24/7 support for all products. It's not only for point to point, point to multi-point. It's for all products. We have very good MTBF. Failure rate is very less. The product's quality is fantastic. Components used are of high quality. Already deployed 4.5 million devices shipped worldwide. This is the end-to-end solutions where point-to-point, point-to-multipoint, as well as Wi-Fi with Cloud Manager or the on-premise controller, which will be used for planning, network management, inventory management, support and warranty services, all in one place. You can have the dashboard visible for the troubleshooting. It's so simple that you can identify where is the trouble, where is the fault. Based on that, you can have analysis and resolve the issues. Uh, some of the deployment scenarios where you can have connect, connectivity to several verticals based on point-to-point or point-to-multi-point with Wi-Fi using ePMP, PMP 450, PTP 650, 700, a lot of product ranges at a position. Temporary uh, setup where you have connectivity for stadiums, emergency services, which is of temporary connectivity requirement. For those applications, you can use these radios. I'm just trying to explain the frictionless installation where you got the new consignment of Wi-Fi and you don't need to even open the curtain box. You just need to note down the serial number of the device. In the cloud, serial number will be entered in the cloud. Sorry, and we can set up our own customized configuration as well as softwares in a template in the cloud. Then we will ship the Wi-Fi box to the customer. He will power up this and connect to his network. All things will be done. Auto configuration and software update will be done by the cloud itself. It's a one dashboard for end-to-end troubleshooting. You can see point-to-point, point-to-multipoint, as well as Wi-Fi with real-time map. If you provide the coordinates, you can create towers under that. It's a better architecture where logically you can see where is the device. You can have search facilities in the name of user or in the name of device so that it can find out the logical view and it will be easy for you to troubleshoot. It's all from one single Cambium account. At present, the cloud management is free. There is no commercial for that. You can just have to register in our website and start using it. Uh, this is just an example of the troubleshooting where you can uh, search for a user here. Sorry, I'm just trying to. We are just trying to find this user, John Smith, and the connectivity shown here. John Smith connected from where? It's the ePMP 1000 AP, then ePMP 1000 SM, then it's a Wi-Fi device. He is connected in this logical manner. So we are trying to see here the manufacturer's name as well. Means if I have connected to some Wi-Fi device, from which device I have connected, is it Samsung, iPhone, whatever. That also I can see. I can see the RSS he is getting. I can see which SSID he is connected, which band he is connected, what is the IP of his device and MAC address, so that I can uh, instead of asking him which device, what is the IP, but the users will not be able to know that. Means so most of the users will try to just resolve the issues without providing any information. I can see here what is the coverage, where is he standing. He is standing near the Wi-Fi hotspot or somewhere else, and he is complaining about the service. He may be providing the wrong passwords, authentication and all. That can be seen by capturing the packet, okay, from his device to my access point. So those facilities are available in the cloud itself or in the NAC manager, so that it will be easy for me to troubleshoot. I can see here whether it's SM is down or AP is down or Wi-Fi device is down, uh, which is down, what is the problem here. Okay, based on that I can uh, rectify his problem. Let me see, is there any questions? I will try to post this recording. Uh, uh, yeah, and maybe in YouTube and our community forum, so that you can again see or forward to your customers or make use of it. This is the where remote packet capture and RF analysis tools. So by sitting at one side, you can have the complete information. It is very affordable with respect to cost of ownership. Manufacturing quality is ISO 9000. It's low cost, high quality, good brand. Means we have very good MTBF for each and every product. It's more than 40 years of MTBF, so you can really trust in us. It has, with reference to security, it has a built-in firewall. We use HTTPS, SNMP v3. We can store the configuration in a securely manner. Separation of various customers' data, like even we are saying that cloud is the very easy way to have management, but for different customers we separate uh, the size, allocate allocate a different separate safe space for each and every customer, so that there is no option to have bad security. The assurance about the support, we have email, phone support, 24/7. There is a Cambium community, and it's a very good portal to know worldwide about the problems being faced by the customers. It's not only problems, it's appreciations, it's negative points, everything can be known from the Cambium community. You can have even resolution for some particular issues from the same community. And the warranty can also be done through portal itself. The community access ID supported for seamless roaming. It is based on 82.11r. You can have single SSID to have roaming facility enabled for the user. Rate limiting is there. Scheduled access is there. We have no physical controller. Okay, we have no device which is called as a controller, but it's a virtual machine. From there, you can control all these things. And I also should be explaining like these controller does not have a user database. For that, you need to have AAA servers for accounting and authentication, especially for the ESP related verticals. The Radius and AAA servers will be authenticating the users. In future, we have a roadmap to have SMS gateway as well as voucher based authentication and all. That will be in the roadmap. We'll be coming up with that as well. This is one more thing, residential managed Wi-Fi, where for a residential, whether it is being provided through wireless or wired, inside the residence you have you have a separate 11AC Wi-Fi router. You have a switch to connect multiple devices, and also for the Wi-Fi you have a separate box to connect phone or printer, sorry, fax. So here we have a device which includes all these things, means including the PoE adapter as well. In a single box, you can have a switch, you can have ATA ports, you can have PoE, you can have Wi-Fi router. You can have through the cnMaestro, which is a cloud management solutions. You have admin portal for daily operation, subscriber operations, warranty operation, and also for the APIs to the user, so that he can manage his SSID, he can change his password, he can have a parental control, he can see what is the usage. This is for the see, if any customer buys any equipment from you and he expects that it is his device, he has paid for that, and he has no access to the device because the ISP is monitoring that. So he may feel a little bit means bad about that he has paid the device and he does not have any access. Okay. You can provide him a portal with your own brand, the logo, anything, so that he can monitor the minimum things, like he can change the SSD, he can change the password. Anyway, you have the admin rights to his device anyway, but he will be delighted, means customer will be feeling good. And this is the device which is for home and small businesses with 4 LAN port, 2 ATA ports, 1 USB. This USB is not for 3G dongle or 4G dongle to have internet termination to the WAN port of the router. This USB is used for content sharing, where in the schools, in the hospitals, in campus-wide universities and all, The content will be stored in the USB, and the users who connects to the 11AC router will be able to share those content like music, videos, chapters in the schools, lessons and all. Those can be shared using the one pen drive inserted in the USB port. And this supports SIP version 2 for the ATA. Using SIP server, you can have a campus-wide IP phone facility here, or analog phones, anything, which will be through internet. The SIP server will be sitting in a centralized place, and it will allocate and direct the phone calls to respective phone numbers. And it also supports TR 069 with cnMaestro. The enterprise grade I have already explained, like indoor is E400, outdoor is E500 plus ePMP hotspot with single band. These are some of the possible outdoor deployments where all these devices have an auxiliary port to connect a third-party device. Means it's a 30-volt output port which can be used to connect a Wi-Fi hotspot, so that it will be daisy chained. You will save on the cables, so that any any subscriber module connecting to some of the access point can power up a Wi-Fi hotspot by reducing the cable cost there, or the camera, or daisy chaining with multiple SMs in between a hotspot, if it is a NLOS scenario. This is NLOS, this is the customer location, and we are providing the connectivity from here to here using the auxiliary port powering up. Okay, we are not using any cable there, and just it's a relay around the obstruction. We are just making this feasible through this way without using any cable and all. You can also have AF camera to be terminated in the hotspot. This is some of the spec sheet of the indoor unit. It supports IP55 2x2 MIMO, ABGN and AC support. Maximum TX power is 25 dB. And in the Wi-Fi, it supports WPA, TKP, WPA2, 11i, 11r, and supports 16 SSIDs with 256 user concurrent support. Okay, and HTTPS, SNMP-v3, firewall, NAT, DHCP, these are all supported in this, along with cloud support, cloud or NAT management support. This is the ePMP 1000. It's a single band 11N. It also supports 8 SSIDs with 128 users with all the security features intact. And this is the E500, which is a outdoor unit with IP67. This also has 25 dBm in 5 GHz, TX power, 2x2, 11 AC, 16 SSID and 256 users. 5 dBi is the Omni antenna inbuilt in this. You can have the connectorized version as well to use with third-party Omni antennas or third-party sectoral antennas based on the applications. This also supports ATPoE in a gigabit. PoE output for ePMP third-party camera. This is about the network management, cnMaestro. Actually, I will be taking separate sessions, which I will try to go deep about the products like ePMP, Wi-Fi, and this cnMaestro, plus a link planner in the coming days. I think I have already forwarded you webinar information. cnMaestro is very easy to use. It may be cloud or it may be NAC based. It has inventory management, how to onboard the devices, how to routinely check the troubleshooting, daily operations, maintenance, and all. It's very easy to get started. Means if you have any issue, then you can take help from me to use the cloud management tool. Uh, this is at present supporting 10,000 devices. It's scalable. Means we can just increase the devices capacity in the server, and these servers are located in North America. For the APAC, it is in Japan, and then Europe. For the redundancy, means the user will get connected to the nearby servers. You means for the cloud-based, you don't need to worry about the network or redundancy. That we will take care. For the NAC-based, it is up to you. But we will have the VM installed in your one of the servers so that you can start maintaining. For that, you need to periodically download the software so that that will be pushed to the devices based on the inventory you see. And the major differentiation here, I should tell you, the traditional NMS, network management system, will try to discover all the devices from its location. Like cnMP management system will try to poll each and every device to discover. Here, that may choke the network. It may have it may create the congestion in the network, especially for the NMS. It may take 15 minutes, or even for the larger network, it may take days to discover the device. But here in cnMaestro architecture, the server will not try to discover the device, end device, but the end device will try to locate for the server. Okay, so this is how it works. It does not use SNMP, it uses HTTPS, which is more secure. You don't need to have any entry made in the firewall of the customer place or anywhere in the network. HTTP is always open in the firewall, in any secure network, which HTTP is used, means generally be used for banking purposes and high secure website access and all. So devices will have the software built in so that it knows where is the server, and it automatically discovers the server and get the configuration as well as the software from the server. That is the difference. Means you have no congestion in the NMS part, but the devices are very easy to get onboarded in the devices in the NMS. And this is about the link planner, which supports point to multi-point, point to point, ePMP, PMP 450, PTP 650, PTP 820, and all. And at present, we have the facility of including the BOM, BOQ, means with reference to the Wi-Fi solutions. For the Wi-Fi, we have no planner yet, but in the roadmap, we will get that. At present, it is based on the physical survey, but this link planner will be flexible for you to provide a proposal report to the customer with all link profile, all calculations, expected throughput, RSS, everything. You will know that how much performance a link can provide between the sites. Okay, you can have the flexibility to select different products, different antennas, so that while positioning it will be easier for you uh, before finalizing the product. We have social medias in Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Google Plus, and Weibo. You can uh, make use of it. You can see, you can get the updates of the product released or any events in your city and all. And the community, we have a lot of people enrolled already around the world. You can get more information about the issues you face and get the resolution. And even our R&D engineering team will be keep on answering. It will be a good platform to have knowledge as well as your positive, negative uh, feedbacks. That will be helpful for us to improve. And this is the difference. We have a very good technology. We have a very good team for you to help. Means uh, we are not here since 1 year or 2 years. Means it's a Motorola arena where we are here with the same team. We are constantly developing new products. We have an R&D division in Bangalore to support the global product development. It's a very good reliability with reference to the MTBF, which we have already in the deployed devices of 4.5 million. Post-sale support is available 24/7 for phone or email. So the conclusion, we have end-to-end solution for all our products with management in cloud or on-premises, starting from carrier-grade high-end equipment till the Wi-Fi devices for the access application, point to multi-point and point-to-point review. I'll just try to, I think I have gone out of time. Let me see if there is any questions and answer you. Okay, this recording will be shared in YouTube as well as in the community portal. Contact for pre-sale and network design. Yeah, that I can share you. I can share you. Okay, thank you all. If there are any concerns, you can contact me. We will have more webinars coming down. Starting next Tuesday, we will have ePMP. Please register and attend. Thank you. Thank you for participating. Thank you.